Let's stop hanging your dresses in front of windows. What's up? This is John from John Branch Photography, and you see I'm here at a different space. I'm still in New York, and I wanted to give y'all a video while I was up here, so here I am recording in an awesome breather room. There's a lot of reverb. I'm like right in the dead of the city, so you're gonna hear straight up New York honking and construction and stuff, so I apologize for all the noise, but I wanted to stay up on making videos because yet again, that's my goal for 2019. It's just to keep creating stuff regardless of my situation. So if you're curious about the space I'm using, breather rooms are actually really awesome. And I made another video about that stuff, which you can find up here. Definitely check them out because they are really, really awesome. But let's go ahead and get into one of my favorite parts of a wedding day, which honestly, you'll see me tell you that every part of a wedding day is my favorite part of a wedding day. But you've already seen me on Instagram talking about my flat lays. And I would definitely say that the beginning of a wedding day is my most favorite. The getting ready stuff, all the details, it's really fun. So let's talk about different and creative ways that you can hang your dress to give you nice, large, epic shots and not your typical just hanging on a window. So the first major tip I would give you is don't be afraid to move the dress. This is probably the biggest one that holds up photographers when maybe you're in a hotel room or something and you know, it's just a hotel room, there's nothing nice, so you just take it and you hang it on a window. You should have already built a relationship with your couples and with your bride at this point so that you can actually ask her, do you mind if I take your dress somewhere else? Or I saw a dope spot downstairs in a hotel, do you mind if I take your dress down there? When you have that rapport with your brides, a lot of times they trust you and you can take it to elsewhere. When you do that, you have a lot more options to get a nice shot rather than just hanging it up on a window somewhere randomly. And to that point, since now you're moving the dress somewhere else, shoot wide. Shooting wide is always the best option for getting an epic dress shot. Find a spot that's nice, symmetrical, beautiful, has a nice background, and just hang your dress dead center there. Make it nice and wide and really awesome. You can see in some of these shots here, I just found random spots that would work for me, like in front of a door or hanging on the side of some lights or something. Be careful where you hang the dress. Don't hang it anywhere where it would fall, definitely not, but find a nice wide spot and just look at how dope these photos are. You can take something that could be quote unquote boring, like a dress shot, and turn it into something really awesome. And the third tip would be to think outside of the box. Yet again, hanging it in front of a window is nice, but that's kind of stereotypical and kind of old school. If you want to do something different, find a new space like in front of a door that has an epic walkway, on the side of some lights or something like that. Maybe on a chandelier, but I would not suggest it. I've done it once or twice, but it's kind of sketchy. But think of places that are different, that add to the vibe of the wedding, not just on the side of something. I know hotels, yet again, are probably the hardest place to shoot a dress shot and make it look really cool, because downstairs is just a typical hotel and then upstairs is like the smallest room ever known to man. But you know, work with what you have, try and find a spot that's really cool. Now, one tip I would not suggest that I've heard a lot of photographers do is using command strips to hang the dress. Now, command strips are great and they can hold up all kinds of stuff, but I've seen even picture frames fall on command strips. These dresses are heavy, especially if they have a lot on the bottom. I honestly would never trust a command strip with a whole wedding dress. The nice thing about a command strip is you could just hang the dress pretty much anywhere, but I don't trust it. I don't do it personally. I would not suggest it. But let me know in the comments if you all have any other suggestions on how you like to handle dress shots, kind of tips, tricks, or maybe something that you do with the dress that might be different than most photographers. So yeah, those are a couple of tips on how I get my epic dress shots. Always shoot wide, think outside of the box, and have a rapport with your bride so that she's cool with you taking your dress somewhere. I hope these tips helped a bunch, and if you love information like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe, hit that thumb, and also the little bell so you'll get notifications whenever I have more videos. Thanks again for hanging out, and I'll be with y'all next time. All right.